I'm Dee.
And I'm Brandon.
And you're tuned into
The Love League Podcast.
We're a newlywed couple that loves talking about all things relationships, love, and marriage.
And if you're hearing our voices, you're in the right place.
Tune in every week to hear our conversations on this crazy little thing called love.
What's good, everybody?
Hey!
This is episode 8.
9.
Episode 9.
Right?
9. Yeah, episode 9. This is episode 9.
Episode 9 of the Love League podcast.
Hey. Drop out drops real quick.
The Love League podcast with Brandon and Dee.
Hey.
Yes.
Episode 9, my bad. Episode 9 of the Love League podcast. What's up, everybody?
What's up?
Hope you're having a great day. It's been a great weekend, besides all the rain.
Yeah.
But wherever you're listening, if you're in the car, at work, chilling at home, on your off day, whatever, thank you for listening.
Thank you. Thank you for all of our new listeners. We got a few.
Shout out to all the new listeners.
So shout out to y'all. Make sure you follow us on all of our social media platforms. The Love League on Facebook, The Love League Podcast on Instagram, and The Love League 1 on Twitter.
Hey.
And all of these links will also be in the show notes.
So yeah, I want to give the listeners a round of applause for all the old and new listeners. Thank you so much. We appreciate everything you do. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. So
we appreciate y'all.
Let's jump in. We got a lot to cover today.
Yeah, it's been a packed week.
Yeah, so let's start with the warm up, babe.
First, I gotta ask you how you doing, baby.
I'm good.
I asked you how you was doing.
I'm doing well, thank you
doing
for
well?
Yes, getting us breakfast this morning.
Yeah, we got breakfast this morning, y'all. We got up early this morning, got some breakfast. Got us some Starbucks too.
Yes. Thank God for Starbucks.
Hey,
Okay.
start your morning off right.
Yes.
But yeah, let's jump into the warm up,
Let's
baby.
do it.
Let's get it. I wanted to ask you a question, honey. Okay, just to give listeners something to know about us. You know what I mean? If you could pick like any place in the country to vacay, what would be your preferred place? Any place in the country, what would you pick?
I've always been drawn to Greece for some reason.
Okay.
So I think I would do like some Turks and Caicos. I always thought it was.
Is that where that's at? That's in Greece.
Yes, and
I keep hearing it, but I never knew where it was at.
Yeah, that's in Greece, and I don't know. I just feel like Greece is so beautiful, and like I like the food, and it's so like white and like pure. It's like white, and like you got the blue of the ocean, and
it's real blue. Yeah,
it's real blue and white, and it just looks so dreamy. So I think that's what I would do.
So around what time of the year would you go?
I would have to look and see what time of the year the weather is best, but I would have to assume that spring would be ideal. So probably somewhere in the spring.
And what would you do? Would you like go look at all the old school buildings? And
I think I would be. I don't know. I imagine it to be like Mamma Mia comes to life.
Oh my God, that's why you picked that book, because
so
Mamma
I
Mia.
could just see no, not the men, but just the whole like they're singing and dancing and they're going to the bars and they're like getting food.
Is that how it really is in that area in Greece?
I don't know. We gotta ask our Greek listeners. Nah, but I don't know. It just looks really beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
What's yours?
I was gonna say Dubai.
Oh yeah.
I just seen too many people go to Dubai. I feel like it's not even like a,
Yeah.
that destination anymore. I feel like I just seen too many people go to Dubai and everything. And I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do Dubai. So if now, I'm gonna have to say, would probably say Tokyo.
Oh.
Yeah, Tokyo. I think that would be a challenge. You know what I mean?
What interests you about Tokyo?
Just the gaming stuff. You know, like all the gaming type things they have there. It's like I heard it's like New York almost. So I can just imagine like maybe like a Times Square type Japan type thing, where like I guess I want Pikachu on the thing or something. I don't know.
So did you fancy New York?
Did I like New York?
Yeah.
I did like New York when we went. I did like it. It was cool.
That surprises me that Tokyo's your pick.
Yeah, I just want to go outside the box.
I take you more of a retreat kind of a vacation person. Like, I don't take you as like a nightlife, like...
Yeah, I wouldn't go out and enjoy nightlife or anything. I just seeing different cultures and like the way they act and stuff like that. And
okay.
I probably want to go to Japan, Tokyo.
Yeah, that surprises me.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Good to know, baby.
Cool.
Yeah. So yeah, if y'all want to buy us tickets to either Turks and Caicos or Japan,
yeah, or let us know where y'all would want to go.
Yeah,
you know, hashtag the Love League podcast, or you can just hashtag. We should make a hashtag.
Yeah, we need a hashtag.
Let's make it just
the
Love League. Yeah,
just hashtag the Love League, and let us know on Twitter or Instagram or whatever. Take a picture or whatnot. DM, don't matter.
And we're gonna leave a GoFundMe in our show notes where you can contribute to our
drop $1
trip. Just $1.
Wow.
Nah, but yeah, that's cool.
That would be mine. Yeah, so yours is Greece, Turks and Caicos, and mine is Japan, Tokyo, Japan.
Cool.
Yeah, baby.
Okay, well, let's get into tip off.
Yeah, we got a lot for this tip off. There's a lot going on, man.
First and foremost, we want to say rest in power to Nipsey Hussle.
Oh, yeah.
He was definitely in the news all week. People, you know, just voicing their love and admiration for all the things that he did in the community.
Yeah.
And just expressing overall sorrow for his life that was cut short. Yeah. So we definitely want to pay our condolences to his family, his friends, Lauren. Just, it's terrible. So
yeah, R.I.P. to Nipsey, man. And I felt bad because it took me so long to listen to his music, and it had to be him dying with me to actually listen to his music. You know what I mean? And I felt like, man, because honestly and truly, people was like, why you listen to Nipsey? And like I keep saying, it goes back to the whole J. Cole thing. I was like, J. Cole wasn't nominated, so I didn't feel like listening to the Nipsey album. And so I listened to the Nipsey album, the Victory Lap, and he is amazing. Yeah, he actually can, you know, get busy rapping and all that, and like he ain't just rapping, he talking about stuff. And I felt so bad, like, man, I should have actually took the time to listen to his music. And actually got to know him because he was really speaking facts. And another thing is too, like for me, just my personal opinion, I don't really like you know, all the West Coast type beats. And I thought all he did was like West Coast type beats and stuff, but he don't. Oh, okay. He had like a lot of different variety, from Southern beats to New York type beats to West beats. Like it was a good mix and balance, and I just feel bad, man.
Don't feel bad, babe. I'm sure there are a lot of people like that.
So yeah, R.I.P. I saw they showed love in Dallas and Houston and all over the world. They just had like a little get together.
Vigils and
visual for him, and that just shows you how many people he touched and impact.
For sure. I mean, I was ignorant to all of the things he was doing for his community. Like I did not realize.
Didn't know nothing.
Yeah. So definitely. Yeah. We definitely lost a good one. Ooh. So. That was heartbreaking, and every day feels like the very first day that it happened. Exactly. We just get on social media and
he there.
Something new. You know, they're like, oh, so and so is, you know, committed, and so has this lawyer, and so it's just a lot going on. But I definitely pray for Lauren and his family, because oh my goodness, he was so young, and you could just tell somebody like him,
just 33, man.
Somebody like him, you know, he was a backbone of the family. Like you know, he was like the
in
one
the community. Because it's not too many entertainers or anything that goes back and build a store in their community, especially if they're from like the hood. You know what I mean? Exactly. So for him to do that and then get murdered where he built it at is just tragic. It's tragic. But he wouldn't want us to feel sad or nothing. He would want us to be happy and
and do better,
and then uplift each other.
Yeah,
and
uplift
actually,
each other. Exactly.
Take his teachings and run with it, and actually put it in the work.
So everybody just try to live a little bit of Nipsey out in the way that in the communities that you touch, in the lives that you touch, people you interact with.
Yep,
just
definitely.
try and
do your part.
be a little nip.
Yep.
Be a little nip today.
Put a little nip in your life. So that's all.
So yeah, rest in peace to him.
R.I.P. Nip.
So also in the news, Miss Amber Rose is pregnant.
Oh, I saw that.
Yes.
I saw that.
And she's far along.
Did you hear the joke about her?
Uh-uh.
It was a joke about how she pregnant by herself because her man looked just like her.
Oh, for real? Listen, I didn't even know who he was, but like I looked and I was like, oh.
They look exactly alike. Like if you go back, like if you just, I guess, what would you hashtag?
What's his name? AE?
I don't know what his name is, but probably hashtag on Twitter, Instagram, Amber Rose pregnant.
Do some stalking. Y'all know how to.
And then you'll see her man, and you be like, "Is that Amber Rose too?"
That looks exactly.
But it's not
they look
Amber
exactly
Rose.
alike. They got the same cut, the same color,
Yeah.
the same skin complexion. They twins. That baby gonna be like.
And you can tell, like, that's his thing. Like, he probably followed her because she already had that look.
Yeah.
He probably was like, I want to look just like my lady.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That they would look just like both of them. Just look just. She gonna he'll come out with blonde hair too already.
But
off the rip.
Excuse me. Obviously, they dyed their hair blonde.
Yeah, no, I'm saying the baby would come out already dyed hair.
Oh.
Like, because of both of them.
With a bald head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, congratulations.
So shout out to Amber Rose and
new life.
And herself.
So speaking of pregnancy and herself. So speaking of pregnancy.
Yes.
Justin Bieber came out and said that him and Hailey Baldwin are pregnant.
On April Fool's, trying to get
and
people thrown
then
off.
he said it was an April Fool's joke.
Yeah.
So he challenged for that. Just when we was thinking that Justin.
But then they are pregnant though.
He said it was an April Fool's joke.
Even the picture they in the hospital?
Yeah,
That was fake
he said
too?
that was fake.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Come
JB,
on, Bieber.
Come on, JB.
Come on, Bieber.
I thought he was growing up, man.
Nah.
Who does pregnancy jokes? And I guess he got mad because people were offended, and they were like,
"That's one thing you're not supposed to play with."
Yeah, and people,
April Fool's lies.
And people were like, "It's people out here that can't get pregnant,
or losing their babies."
Yeah.
And that's like, nah, you don't play with that. That's so no.
Yeah, people. Yeah, so Justin Bieber.
So shame on you, Justin.
Shame on you. We don't celebrate April Fools in this house. Right,
No, we don't do pranks. That's not our thing. She don't like pranks.
I don't like that.
She don't like scaring me scaring her and nothing. She want everything to be cool, copacetic.
Exactly.
So no pranks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, other news. Do you remember Apollo from Desperate Housewives? I mean, not Desperate Housewives.
About Housewives of Atlanta.
Yes, Phaedra Man. So you know he got locked up.
He free now?
He's getting out early.
Good behavior.
He's getting out next summer.
Okay.
And it reminded me of his fiance. So, whenever we were planning our wedding, all I did was binge watch wedding shows. And on Say Yes to the Dress, one of the brides to be is Apollo's alleged fiancés.
What?
Alleged fiancé, yeah.
So they got engaged while he was in prison?
They got engaged while he was in prison. They got pictures of it and everything. And she was on Say Yes to the Dress, trying to find her dream dress. And she spent $10,000 on her dress, mind you.
Is she famous?
I didn't gather that she was famous. So I was just like, oh Lord, they're going to have a reality show next year.
Definitely.
It's going down the aisle, Prison Wife or something. I don't know.
Do you think it'll be on Bravo though? You think
they will?
Bravo pick it up?
Oh yeah. Which, I mean, hey, it's a good storyline. It's a good one. And then you can see Apollo trying to, get his life back together, and then seeing his kids, and maybe Phaedra make an appearance. I don't know, but I think that's going to be on TV.
Okay.
Soon. Real soon.
So is that a shout out to them?
No, just interesting news. Just interesting. But I'm going to be watching. I'm going to watch.
Oh, you going to tune in today?
I'm going to tune in.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to tune in. And then my last tip-off topic, and then we'll get it to yours,
okay.
Is Rob Kardashian.
What Rob do?
Free of child support.
From who? Blac Chyna?
Blac Chyna.
Oh, what?
Yes.
How they do that?
They came to an agreement. Do you know how much Rob was paying her in child support?
I do not know. Enlighten me.
$20,000 a month. So.
What was the baby name?
Dream.
Damn, $20,000 for a dream, bro. A month.
Yeah.
And so they came to agreement, and he not paying no more.
No, they
Child
decided.
support,
They
or
decided
he paying less.
They decided that when Dream is with Rob, he pays for what she needs, and when Dream is with Blac Chyna,
that should be how it is in real life.
That's what I was going to ask you. Do you think that model would work in real life?
That's how it should be in real life. If both parents are working and both bringing in income, it should not be one person giving it to the. I guess what would you call it? The priority parent? What was it called?
Oh, the person with full
custody. Yeah, it shouldn't be that way. Because even in just regular people life, if the woman has full custody of the daughter and the man is paying child support, guess what? When the man have the baby in his custody, he's still paying for stuff.
Yeah.
Or he's sending the baby home. Well, I know in some cases some men send their baby home with new clothes and stuff like that, and like you still giving the woman child support. But you're already taking care of the things a woman should be already have, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And not even clothes, like food and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
Diapers, you know what I mean? But, some women take advantage of it. But I do, on the other side, see where it could be deadbeat dads who not taking care of their business. And they need that kicking ass from the government. So I get that part, too. It's tricky. It's slippery slope.
It is. Yeah. So whenever I heard that, I was like, I wonder if that model could work for everybody.
Do you think it could?
I feel like it wouldn't work.
I think if they both would come to an agreement, it should be that way.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, law is very black and white. It's not like, oh, if y'all can work it out and it depends and there's certain circumstances.
They need to sign a paper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because like you said, like what if one parent is just like raggedy,
exactly,
living just living in the slums,
yeah.
And the other parent got money. The poor baby, every time the baby go with the broke parent,
exactly.
They suffer.
They got nothing. Exactly. So it's slippery.
It is.
It's a two-way street. You know
but
what I'm
happy
saying?
for Rob because we all know Blac Chyna ain't hurting for no money.
Neither one of them really.
Exactly.
Rob is living comfortable and she's living comfortable. I don't know what she's doing. Is she just like making appearances at clubs?
She's
or something?
selling bleach cream in Nigeria.
Oh, that's right.
So ain't nobody got no sympathy for Blac Chyna.
You told me she was selling bleach cream.
Yes.
Blac Chyna, get your money. Blac Chyna, get your money.
No, and no. That ain't it, sis. That ain't it.
That's not the way, but if they buying it, you can't tell people not to buy it. You know what I mean? That was a great tip off.
Yeah.
Let me jump in my tip off bag real quick.
Okay.
I want to talk about this person right here. If you listening right now, you know what I'm talking about. In 3, 2.
They say this is a big rich town. I just come from the poet's palm.
Yeah. Y'all know what I'm talking about out there. Y'all know what's going on. Y'all know what time it is.
We know. The Beehive knows.
The Beehive knew. They was like, what you doing?
I never took a...
This is about Mr. Omari Hardwick, aka Ghost from the hit TV show. I don't even know if it's hit no more. People don't talk about it no more. But Power. Y'all know who Ghost from Power is.
Yeah.
He got a little too...
a little bit too intimate.
What would you say? Is it intimate?
A little bit too friendly.
Too friendly with the queen.
With Miss Carter.
Yeah, we seen the video right now, and as you can see, they're at the NAACP Awards.
Yeah.
And first he dabbed with Jay-Z, like, yo, what's up? Let's take a picture, let's get a picture together.
And in retrospect, the picture was just to distract him from
is that what it was?
Really about to happen.
Is that what
he was trying to? He was trying to pull one over on
he
him.
did. He got his ghost back for real?
Yeah, he's like, I can't go straight to Beyonce. That's too
I gotta
obvious.
acknowledge the man first.
Yeah,
take a picture. Yeah, look at this. He kissed it. He did the first kiss perfectly. Side kiss, little hug, church hug, whatever. But then it's like the hug was like 5 seconds or something. It was a long hug. It was like, I ain't seen you a long time, girl.
And he said something in her ear.
He's like, yeah, late on tonight.
Yeah.
I got a room.
He's like, you deserve better than this. And then he kissed her again, but this time it was like close to the lip.
Yeah, it was like he got lip. He got lip on that second kiss.
Got that
he was like, I want that honey.
Listen, I know he got some of that lip because Beyonce, after it was all over, she said, whew. She was like, oh my God.
Did the SpongeBob
yes.
thing?
She was like, she looked real uncomfortable.
She was like, what is going on?
She had to take a breath.
And then you can see Jay-Z face. Jay-Z be like, who the fuck does this nigga think he is?
I mean, she looked flustered. She was like, oh my God.
Yeah, he like, wait. Like, she's like, oh, okay, all right, glad that's over with. Lacey like, did he just kiss you, B?
She said, Lord, forgive me.
But yeah, baby, like, do you think he was nervous? Or you think he just messed up the double cheek kiss?
Yeah.
Just messed it up?
He was a little bit nervous.
Yeah.
And he just That's how he reacted.
Oh my God.
He forgot that he already gave her an introductory kiss.
Yeah, like I
like-
guess that's what it was, right? He forgot like,
He's like,
I kissed
and
her
then
already.
after, I'm
Dang.
sure he was like, oh my God.
It was too
I
late to
shouldn't
fall
have done
back
that.
because it would look real
Yeah.
stupid.
He's like, I shouldn't have done that. Oh my God.
He committed. He
Yeah.
committed to
He's
it.
like,
Like,
wow.
I'm here.
He's like, I'm gonna be on the shade room.
So yeah, baby, I wanted to ask you, like, what do you think he should have done in that moment? You think he should just gave her a hug and that was it?
Yeah.
Like the whole kissing,
You
even
don't-
the first kiss, was that too much?
You don't do the kiss unless y'all already know each other.
Yeah.
And I don't even do the kiss, child. But
Yeah,
In
yeah.
France they do the kiss, but some people do the kiss. Bougie
Yeah.
people do the kiss.
Yeah.
And so I feel like even with the kiss, everybody knows it has to be mutual.
Exactly.
And it's both. It's two
Yeah,
sides.
it's too risky.
It's one cheek on the left,
Yeah.
and that person kissing you simultaneously on your right,
Mm-hmm.
and then y'all reverse, and that's how it's reciprocal. You know what I mean? You reciprocate the kiss, but the double kiss,
Yeah.
and she did not kiss him. That was not a.
And that's what everybody was saying. Everybody was like, why y'all getting so, uproar about it?
Mm-hmm.
He just embracing the queen, and then everybody was like, hold up, that hug was a little too much. Mm-hmm. And he kissed on the lips.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, that's not something he should have done.
poor Omari Hardwick.
No. Now I do think he was just nervous.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
think
what I'm a wrong with that.
I don't think it was foul.
I'm a wrong with he was nervous.
Because I mean, he is married.
Yeah, he married, so.
I think he been married.
And I don't think he would disrespect Jay-Z like that.
Right in front of him, too.
Right in front of him like that.
Nah,
So,
it wasn't
yeah.
even like that. But Beehive ain't don't play that. Don't play that.
So yeah, we off that. Now the next one I'm gonna talk about was Mr. August Alsina.
Another violation to the holy matrimony of marriage. Another violation to a wife.
Everybody had their doubts and guesses about him and Miss Jada Pinkett Smith,
Yeah.
wife of Mr. Will Smith.
Yeah.
If y'all didn't already knew that.
Right.
Everybody know that.
Right.
But
But what
yeah.
people may not know is that August Alsina
August Alsina.
is somewhat of a mentee to Jada, or like a what?
I think they said that she was his godmother, like they played the whole little godmama role, or whatever.
Oh,
to
okay,
him.
okay.
Because she helped him out when he was going through a deep depression, and he was going through a lot of things, and she was always there by his side, and so I guess they built a connection.
Yeah.
And what did Mr. August Alsina do? Just went ahead and just made a song and put a music video out with. If y'all haven't seen it already, it's a music video he made for his song called Nunya. And in the video, it's text messages going back and forth, basically. Do you think that Jada actually wrote something like this?
So it's text messages
Between
between
him
him
and
and
Jada.
someone named Corin.
Corin, yes, true. Yes.
And upon investigation,
We
we
found
realized
out that
that Corin is Jada Pinkett's
middle
middle
name.
name.
Yes.
And Corin, I ain't talking about Karen. I ain't talking about a common name. I'm talking
Yeah,
about Corin.
Corin, K-O.
K-O-R-E-N. That is
Yeah.
not
I've
a
never
common
seen that name
name
before.
So why would he even put this in the video unless he was trying to make it very clear who he was
yeah.
talking to?
Watch the video and let you guys know what's going on in the text messages.
Yes.
So yeah, baby.
I'm
So we
Corin.
Yep.
Brandon is August.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try to get my vocals going, but nah, I ain't gonna sing. I'm just gonna
Don't
say
sing
it.
it.
I'm gonna just say it.
Lord, please don't sing. Hey, stranger. Og. She didn't give it long before she started getting a little irate. Are you ignoring me?
And basically shaking his head, yes. Yeah.
Then she says, sad. She puts sad emojis. That's not fair. What's her name?
And he says, "Why is you texting me, asking who next to me? Why you care about who having sex with me?
Oh,
Now you all on my line. Why you pressing me?
ooh, pressing you.
What I got cooking with her ain't your recipe?
Ooh.
Okay. Oh, how she on her knees when she blessing me?
Ooh.
Whoa, now, whoa.
F you.
Okay, she came strong with the F-U. Yeah.
You tripping.
I gave you time, make me a priority. Put my feelings out there. You ignored it. What?
Yeah, he's using his
Yeah,
emoji.
the time I invested, you can't give it back. You can't get at the way I react. Get mad at the way I react.
What are you talking about?
You're just an actress.
Oh no, he did. And then he put
And
the
this is a
GIF.
picture, a GIF of Jada. That's crazy. So basically, yeah, that's the video.
Yeah, and y'all can watch the rest of it. But basically, if he wasn't trying to make it clear that he messing with Jada, he was trying to insinuate.
He
that
put a
was messing with
subliminal in
Jada.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's just wrong. That's just wrong. I'm sorry.
Can you even call it subliminal though? Because like it's a gif of Jada Pinkett Smith.
It is.
Like dead ass her.
Yeah, it is clear.
And so it's like, man, like he wasn't even kind of like the middle name is there, the gif of her is there, and it's like all in your face. So do you think it's true?
I do.
You really think it's true?
I think it's true. And maybe Jada was like, we gotta stop this. And he got mad and he was like, I'm telling everybody. Gonna tell everybody.
And so then he got with some chick and she got jealous about him with some chick. Is that what you're saying?
Nah, I think he added
Because
that part.
I think this goes tied into right where like everybody had rumors about Will and Jada having an open relationship.
That ain't a rumor.
It's not a rumor, it's fact.
I think that's fact.
That's fact.
I thought
fact?
they came out and said that.
Well, if it's fact, they got an open marriage and they can go do what they want to do as long as they come back to home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I guess this ain't even like
It ain't
unnatural for
really,
them.
It ain't
you know
unnatural,
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they probably used to this.
But Will probably was like, hey, you need to keep yours in check. I keep mine in check. You need to keep yours in check.
Cause like that brings back like back in the day. Well, it wasn't too far. I think it was like last year.
Yeah.
They were talking about it, and they were saying how Jada Pinkett Smith allows Will to go with his ex on vacation because you know they got a kid together.
Yeah, I remember
And
that.
without her.
I remember that. Yeah.
And I was like, wow, that's called trust, I guess.
Yeah.
But hey,
Yeah.
would you do that? Would you
Would I do it?
allow your husband to go on a trip with his ex-wife?
No.
Because they got a kid
not
together?
without me. I'm coming too.
It's gonna be a whole family
It's
trip.
a whole family trip. What? I'm not. I mean, not that I don't trust you.
Yeah.
But that's weird. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's weird. Okay, so that was all of our tip offs.
That was our tip-offs. We got through it.
We got through. Yeah. Cool.
Oh man! And now we finish up into the halftime.
So halftime is where we deep dive into a relationship topic to give you guys some insight into how we're thinking
Yes.
about, love, marriage, relationships, the whole bit. So today I want to talk about how to know you're ready for love. And
Okay.
how to know you're ready for marriage.
Okay.
Is it different? How is it different? How would you know? How would you know?
Yes.
So, as a man, you are pretty much the person that sets off whether or not we are actually going to get married through proposal.
Okay.
So, how did you know before you proposed that you were ready for marriage?
I was ready for marriage. Okay. It's about me.
It's not about you, but I can't stand you.
How I knew I was ready. Basically, I've been asking the question a long time, but not recently. And I always had the answer for it, but I ain't thought about it recently. But why I got married, or if I knew I was ready, was
Yeah.
I don't know. It was a feeling. You know what I mean? I don't know if something's clicked in my head, but I had a plan. I keep telling people I had a plan.
Okay, so you
Like-
feel like a plan.
Yeah, I planned it
Okay.
because we moved in together, and I told myself and the people close to me that if we can get through a year together, living together, and learning more about each other, I'm going to propose to her. Didn't nobody really know about that. It's all like maybe a couple people, like my family and close friends. And so a year passed. We went through rocky ups and downs, and then it smoothed out them last, I'll probably say 8 months. 8 months. It felt real
Yeah.
great. We had each other's back. We was in each other's corner. We talked a lot, and we got to know each other, really know each other. Because you can date and everything and find out little things and basic stuff, but like going deep diving and seeing how people act like on their worst day, that shows a lot to me.
Yeah.
And I've always valued family. I've always valued someone being there for me that I can count on. And somebody I can talk to too, and be myself around. That was a big thing. Be myself around that person, and that person can accept me for being that person, instead of having to like, I don't know, act like I got money or act like I'm this bigger person, or you know what I mean, and just being me. So when that time came around, that year passed, I sat down with myself. I talked to myself a lot, and I was like, yo, yeah, I'm going to propose to her.
Yeah.
And then boom.
So for you, you feel like how you knew you were ready was that you had a plan in
a plan in motion.
action.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So I feel like, and not just women, but I think both parties, one of the ways you know you're ready is if you are happy and content with yourself first.
That makes sense.
You cannot go into the relationship thinking or hoping or even like assuming that person will complete you. Yeah. That's why I don't like when people be like, he completes me.
You don't like no cliche stuff.
I don't like that.
No cliche romantic stuff.
Because that's what happens if he gets hit by a bus tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like, you still have to have your whole self and love your whole self.
But people still go in depression, baby. Like that's
okay.
That's what happens.
That's okay to be sad. But what I'm saying is, if you don't feel like a whole person without your partner, you can't give somebody half of you. Like, you need to give them 100%. They got to give you 100%. You got to be, by saying I'm ready for marriage, you have to bring them 100% of you. Because another thing that I heard is like, sometimes that person cannot get, they're in a bad mood, they're depressed, they're going through financial hardship, and they can't give you all of them. So you have to be able to come through and be like, okay, I have to be the backbone. I have to be strong. I have to be positive. And if you just depend on that person for your happiness and your joy, what happens when they down? You know what I mean? Like, you have to be able to do that on both sides. So the first thing that I had to learn, not even learn, but the first thing that God put me through was discovering self-love. That was the first step, because I didn't love myself, and I was very dependent on my partners for my own joy and my satisfaction and feeling beautiful or feeling happy. Like, it was all dependent on guys. It was like, oh, well, he says I'm ugly, so I guess I am. And it was just depression. But once I had to go through that journey of self-love, then our relationship started to work. Yeah. Because I was no longer giving him half of me and expecting him to fulfill everything I was missing. Yeah. Because that's too much pressure on him too. And her, if if you're the guy, you're putting too much pressure on your partner. If you like, I need you to make me happy. Yeah. It's not gonna work. You have to be able to find your own happiness within. So that's number one. Number two, you cannot be selfish, and you cannot expect you can't expect your partner to read your mind. Yeah. Like, if you are in a relationship right now, and whenever your partner does something that makes you mad, and you just block him, and he be like, I don't understand why you mad, and you don't respond. And, you say, it's fine, forget about it. Yeah. And you just go shut down, then you're not ready for marriage. Okay. You have to be able to tell them in a smart way, in a sweet way, in an effective way, what the problem is. Because you have to learn in marriage that it's not you versus me. It's us versus this problem. It's us versus the devil. And so you have to be a woman or man enough to talk to your partner and tell them what's bothering you. Otherwise, you're not ready for marriage. Because that's really, when people say marriage is work, that's what they mean. They mean you can't just sit in the corner and be mad and have your lips stuck out and put somebody on the couch and go to your mama house for a night. Like, you can't run away from your problems. You got to face that head on and try and solve it and realize that y'all ain't enemies. So those are my top two ways to know that you're ready for marriage. And regarding whether ready for love is different from ready for marriage, yeah, I do think that, because love, it's a feeling. It's a feeling, and then marriage is like that is a commitment. Yeah. And so those are very different things. Like, saying you're ready for love, that that ain't saying much. Yeah. Because we all want love. Yeah. At the end of the day. But ready for marriage, like, you have to be prepared to put a person's considerations, their thoughts, their feelings, like, you got to be willing to put that as a priority. Message. So that's my message. That's my. And that's
message. That's how you knew you was ready.
Yeah, that's how I knew I was ready. Whenever it got to the point where I was praying for you daily. Because that's something else. You can't pray for somebody and be mad at them. That's my tip right there. If you're mad at your person, if you're mad at your partner, pray for them. Because it is like impossible to stay mad at somebody and pray for them at the same time.
Yeah.
Because while you're praying for them, you start to find yourself wanting positive things to happen to them. And you're like, oh, I really pray that he understands where I'm coming from and put this on his heart, Laura, so that he can really come to me without being angry or without thinking that I'm trying to that I don't trust him or something like that. Like, once you start praying positive things, you are not gonna be mad at that person anymore, and you gonna all of a sudden have this feeling of like sentiment for them, and you'll be like, oh my goodness, like, maybe I've been looking at this wrong. And so whenever I started to pray for you, I knew I was ready for marriage. Like, I started to pray for you. I started to actually talk to you in a positive way without wanting to go off. I started to, instead of shutting you down, letting you in, and it's scary. From dating, we are taught, girls are taught, like, don't let him see when you mad. Don't let him see when he bothering you. And if he don't want you, then don't talk. Like, Fanta, want me, then don't talk to me. That whole mood. Yeah. You have to delete all of that. Like, that might have worked when you were dating, and you could just be like, nope, he ain't texting me, I ain't texting him. Like, that might work for you dating.
Yeah, and I think it goes back to, like, men as well. It's like you taught as a kid, as a young man, like, you're not supposed to cry.
Yeah,
don't show no emotion.
Exactly.
And like when you with your lady and you in a marriage, you gotta show that emotion.
You do.
You gotta be able to give your whole self and not be like shut in like a gate. Don't put no gate in front of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because without that, I feel like y'all never get to where y'all need to be.
Yeah.
Because you holding back all your feelings. And that'll make it harder.
Yeah.
So you gotta learn how to just be emotional.
You need that vulnerability.
Talk. Yes, you need to be vulnerable.
And that's
because that's how you know it's really true. You can be yourself and vulnerable around your partner.
That's true.
So yeah, I definitely get that. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's fine, honey.
Yeah, that's a very good way to sum it up. Like, vulnerability on both sides. Once you feel. And it's going to take a while to feel comfortable. It's going to take that first, second, third time of you just being vulnerable before you realize, or maybe you don't realize. And if you don't, then it's time to cut that relationship short. But when you realize that, okay, it's safe for me to be vulnerable here. Like, this is a safe place. Yeah. And then you'll know that you're ready for marriage, because marriage and engagement will, like, in serious relationships, will strip you down to your core, and you'll start revealing every insecurity, every doubt, every worry that you have with your partner. And that's the work of marriage that people talk about.
Yeah, I think even in like the dating world, it's like, when you begin dating, it's like you don't want to show like all your cards, so you're not really all the way in it.
Yep.
And you be wondering, like, why didn't it work? And then you think to yourself, like, well, did I really put 100% in it? Right. Because we so afraid to put 100% in it and the other person put in 50.
Yeah.
That's like, we never know exactly what the other person going to come in and bring. It.
And I feel like that's, for me and you.
That was my problem.
That's when our relationship really flourished. Because whenever we were just dating, I just felt like we weren't getting anywhere. Yeah. And it's because neither of us we're putting our stock in it. Exactly. Both of us had like 1 foot in, and we were like, well, this might not work, so I don't want to get too crazy. But then once we both were like, all right, if we gonna give this a shot, we need to give it a real true shot.
And that's what I told myself. I was like, yo, Brandon, do you truly believe you actually tried in that relationship? Like, did you really put your best foot forward? Did you actually go all in? You know what I mean? And I said, and I thought to myself, and I told myself, I was like, no, I don't think I did, because at the end of the day, back then, when we were first dating, I was had my mind on something else.
Out here in these streets.
Not out here in these streets now.
Out here in these streets.
Not out here in these streets now, but the text message was popping. That's all I can say. That's all
I know they were popping.
That's all I'm gonna say. The text message was popping, but. And then it's like, it's that on your head, because like I feel like, in honesty, I applaud the people who can just date one person. I guess that'd be your high school sweetheart or whatnot, and y'all get married. But I feel like they would have so much doubt in their heads. I mean, not doubt in their heads, but I guess that's all they know. But in my mind, I'd be like, yo, that's it. You ain't gonna go try no other Ben and Jerry's out there. You just gonna jump with the first flavor you get, huh?
And that's how Brandon used to think, child.
I used to think like, yo,
you never know. You might be something better.
Because you read the dumb stuff on social media, like maybe my wife is in like Florida or something. Like maybe my wife is like in Utah or some shit. Like they can't be in Texas because apparently none of this is working. Yeah. And then that goes back to me like, no, you didn't try. Like go back in there and put your best foot forward.
So we'll do another episode on putting your best foot forward in your relationships.
Yeah.
Because that's definitely a topic that we
definitely
can touch on. So that was our halftime topic on how to know when you're ready.
Yeah.
Cool. So we actually do have a huddle up this episode.
We do have a huddle up, and like we said last episode, if you have any questions or you want us to talk about a certain thing, just can you email us, baby?
Yeah, they can email us.
Email us or DM us on our social media platforms, and we'll work it into the episode.
And we will keep everything anonymous. So our anonymous huddle up today comes from the man in the relationship, and he just got engaged. So
okay, congratulations to them. Give them a round of applause for that.
Yeah.
Big things.
They just got engaged, but he says that their arguing is out of control. They argue all the time, and they need more time to communicate, he says.
Okay.
I guess every time they talk, they argue, and they just aren't really spending a lot of like quality time together without just like getting into an argument. And he also talks about how we specifically argue about me asking other people for help in our relationship, for advice, because she feels like it's just getting people in our business, that they don't need to be in a business like that. But he feels like they need to be talking to people to get help to, improve their relationship so that their marriage is happy and successful. So on the arguing topic, I definitely refer you to our episode, The Art of Arguing. In the episode, we talked a little bit about some techniques that you can use to argue less, and if you do argue, to argue more effectively, to cut that argument down short and get to the bottom of it, because at the end of the day, most couples have the same vision, they have the same desired outcome, but they just can't seem to understand, we want the same thing, we just have different views of getting it done.
Exactly.
So I would definitely refer you to that episode. One of the most important tips in the episode, and we kind of talked about it a little bit in this episode, is to take out that me versus you mentality. Stop arguing to win, and just change that to I want to understand where you're coming from. And once you guys shift that, you'll start to notice a natural compromise that you make. Me and Brandon, our latest kind of like disagreement was on where should we move. Like Brandon wanted to live in one location that was a little bit close to their family, and I wanted to live in a location that was close to work, and we disagreed on that. But once we realized that we both want the same thing, to have a nice place that is in budget, we started to compromise for each other. And now I was like, oh, you're right, maybe we should live closer to family. He's like, nah, you're right, maybe we should live closer to work. So now it's like we switched, but I think that we just
because right now it's not like, even the place we're gonna move is not where we want to be forever.
Yeah, exactly.
So I had to think about it as a stepping stone. It's just like, this is just a place for now. To get to where we want to be later.
Right.
So when we talked about it and we both sat down and we had a cordial debate. Well, I wouldn't say it's the debate. We just had a conversation.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's growth, because back in the day, I would have shut down.
Oh my God.
I'd been like, no, we moving here.
Yeah,
period. I don't understand why we can't move here. But sometimes you gotta think about like you understand it's not just you.
Exactly.
And then you'd be surprised that I know it's hard out there, people. I understand it's hard to like let your partner know that they was right, because like you gotta be like, all right, she was right, or all right, he was right. But you gotta understand that they want your best interest like you want their best interest.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And maybe sometimes taking out the wrong versus right, because sometimes people are sensitive about that. And so just instead of being like you're right or I was wrong, just be like, baby? I would just be like, I understand your point. I understand where you're coming from with that, and I agree. And I agree with that. And the other person, you don't gotta be like, see. See,
that's another thing too. See, that's another thing too. Like some people get bad about that. It's like,
don't do that.
I can't even tell her that I understand and I get where she's coming from because she's gonna throw it in my face. Like, I told you I was right.
Yep, don't do that.
Or vice versa. He can be like, yeah, you should listen to me.
Yeah.
So
that's why, like, in any case, if he finally understands my point, I never be like, see, I don't throw it in his face like that because I know that's gonna deter him. And he gonna be like, man, I don't do that no more.
Yeah, because then you just get resented and you be like, all right, I'm never telling her she's right again.
Exactly. So do that. And then on the subject of asking for advice.
Yeah, I would say that about that. Mm-hmm. I think she's just a private person. Mm-hmm. That would be my guess. Mm-hmm. And you know, some people don't like people in their business, and I've seen people get mad if somebody asks a question like out of their relationship. Yeah. But sometimes you need that neutral bound. Those is neutral. Some people like to ask their cousins or they brother, and of course your brother gonna tell you what you want.
Exactly.
They're not gonna tell you what's good for both of y'all. They're gonna just be on your side. Mm-hmm. So you gotta find like a neutral person. Yeah. And then let them explain it to you guys.
That's why
what I mean?
Yeah, I completely. That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say that maybe the person or the people that you're asking advice from are people that she doesn't trust. Maybe. Or like you were saying, babe, maybe they're people that she feels like their opinion is a little bit skewed. Yeah. Because it's you just asking your friends or your family. Exactly. And so to that, I'm gonna say get professional counseling, or sometimes a religious counselor, like maybe a pastor or a counselor at your church, somebody neutral, like you were saying, who isn't particularly sided on one side or the other, and is not going to use it against y'all, because maybe the people that you're asking, she's noticed in the past, maybe they throw it in her face, maybe they feel like, 'cause family, once you tell family, we had this one argument, then it's coming up every time, and they're gonna be like, y'all ever figure that out? Exactly. And it's like
you'll get over it, but they won't.
And so maybe try to find some professional counseling, something that's neutral, like us. We neutral. So if any of y'all got any problems, we ain't professional counseling. We're not professional now.
We're not telling you what you should do. We're not telling you like go do that, exactly that. We're just trying to give our advice of what we probably would do in our relationship. But and if y'all want to take that, that's okay. It's okay.
Cool, yeah, but definitely seek professional counseling or a neutral counselor, like maybe a pastor. Yeah. That can help you guys in the future, and talk to her about it. Maybe she hasn't told you. I don't like when you ask this specific person. Maybe it's a specific person that you're asking. Mm-hmm. So talk to your fiance.
Because I was gonna say it's like if it's two two different kind of I guess ways to get to where I want to be. Mm-hmm. Try them both.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come to agreement and say we're gonna try mine or vice versa, and see if it gets y'all to the conclusion.
Yeah, definitely. Or where I want to be. Definitely. But you should definitely not shy away from getting advice. Yeah. Especially during your engagement phase.
Exactly, because if you even if you don't believe it, I'm sure somebody that don't want y'all to make it. Yep. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because I've seen it where you get engaged or get married, and I'm guaranteed somebody's looking for you to fail.
Oh yeah, I personally experienced that. So
yeah,
definitely you can't trust everybody, and it's important to find people who do support you. It's important to find those.
And don't let outside people, affect your relationship. Yeah. Don't let them put yourselves against each other.
Nope.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
So that was our Huddle Up. Thank you for submitting that.
Yes,
dear listener. So let's get into our winners and losers of the week.
All right, let's go. Who you got, honey? You going first?
Yes. So my loser of the week is the despicable, the raggedy, the trash. Mr. Kodak Black.
Wow, Kodak Black.
Kodak Black he never ceases to disappoint me. He is just a raggedy individual. I'm sorry. His latest offense was...
I had a clip right here. You want to tell them about it first, or you want to hear the clip?
Oh, play the clip.
Play the clip for y'all.
Don't run that baby though. She gonna be out here single. She gonna be a whole widow out here. I'd be the best man I could be, fuck. I give her a whole year. She might need a whole year to be crying and shit. For dude, though. I ain't trying to shoot at her. I'm saying, listen, look. No, she could do 2-3 years, but I try to be that daddy. I try to be like, if you need a friend to holler or show the mean or you can call my line.
So, if y'all cannot understand Florida,
yes, Floridian.
He basically was saying that Lauren London is now a widow, and basically preying on that and saying like she might need a year to grieve, this and that.
Yeah.
But I can be a shoulder for her.
Terrible.
Just being gross, just being nasty.
Yeah.
And so he is a loser of word because everybody is, praying for Lauren. Ain't nobody trying to.
I don't even know how that would pop in your head.
Who even thinks of that?
That's crazy.
He just nasty. And this comes right after the Young and May praying. It's just like, can he stop being so nasty and thirsty for 2 seconds?
He just trying to get his name keep popping, keep buzzing.
Disgusting.
And like T.I. and the game and everybody just coming after him and trying to explain to the young man it ain't the way. That was disrespectful and that was terrible. But these new age rappers.
Radio stations come out and say they're not playing his music no more.
Yeah.
They basically canceling him. So I support that cancellation.
Yeah.
So that's my loser. My winner of the week is...
Okay, get that.
Beyonce.
Hey.
Yeah.
What Beyonce do, baby?
Beyonce.
She got back-to-back awards, huh?
She did. And I think Kodak got back-to-back loser awards. But there you have it. So, Beyonce has announced that she is partnering with Adidas. For an athleisure line. I guess it's going to be like an Ivy Park extension of her line. I don't know if maybe she's not doing the solo thing no more because Ivy Park came out as a solo venture, but maybe she's going to do a collaboration with Adidas.
Was that clothes? Ivy Park?
Yeah, it was the same thing. It was athleisure, but maybe it wasn't doing that well, so now she's partnering with Adidas.
Oh, Adidas gonna make that fly. That's gonna shoot through the roof.
Oh, exactly.
Is she doing shoes too, or is it just clothes?
Probably at some point. So that's gonna do great. Another reason why I wanted to commend her is because she actually declined an offer from Reebok to do a similar thing because Reebok did not have enough diversity on their team. So I acknowledge and support that she is actively trying to work with brands that have diversity initiatives on their team.
Definitely had that.
So shout out to B.
They got Pusha T. They got the man James Harden and stuff.
Yep.
They got a lot of diversity on their team.
Do,
so round of applause to Beyonce and Adidas. All day I dream about sex, Adidas.
Oh my God, no.
Remember that song?
Oh, I remember.
Remember that song?
Let's leave it in the 90s.
All right. So that was a good winner and losers, baby. Good job, honey. Kodak Black, shame on you, Kodak Black.
Shame on you.
Shame. So yeah, here is my loser of the week.
Okay.
August Alsina.
I love how you keep messing up his name.
Y'all know why he get that award. Y'all heard us earlier.
Yeah.
I don't know what to start with. Why would you damage that queen's name?
Yeah.
She was doing nothing. She get her red table talk off the ground.
She bring him on the red table talk. Again? Bring him to the red table.
He was on there before last season.
But he ain't talking about what he needs to talk about.
Nah, he ain't talking about that. He ain't talking about that.
She needs to be like, can you clear up what that song was about for everybody watching?
I just want to know, like, because I hope he's doing better, because they said, like I said, he was going through some, hope he actually doing better than that. And I hope this was planned. I hope this was like, Jada was like, all right, I'll throw you a bone. Go ahead and do the song and act like we actually had something going on. Even that is just like... You think that's still gross? Just the nasty award to both of them? Yeah, if she was part of it, she'd get the loser award too. Pending loser award is almost downloaded, if that's true. Mrs. Pinkett Smith. Yeah. All right. And now my winner goes to no other than Mr. Nick Cannon. Oh. Round of applause for Nick Cannon. Mr. Nickelodeon himself. You know what he did, baby? What'd he do? Mr. Nick Cannon is picking up the slack for the documentary of Dr. CB. I did read that. Shout out to Nipsey Hussle, man. Hey, protect Nick at all costs. He said that he's going to finish it for him and everything, so that's a big thing. I love Nick. In the culture. Mr. Nick Cannon. Go Nick. So, yeah, shout out to Nick Cannon. And I got more details about the documentary. Basically, it's going to be the trial of Dr. CB, about him beating that trial, you know, about him curing AIDS.
Okay.
You know. So shout out to Nick Cannon, and shame on you, August Alsina.
Shame.
Also Lena.
Oh my God. Okay. Well,
so that wraps it up, baby.
Wraps it up. Thank you for listening this
Thank you so much.
We'll see you again next week, and Brandon's going to close out with the song of the week.
That's right. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in to the Love League podcast with your hosts, Brandon and D. And I guess you'll hear us next week. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to end the song of the week is Nipsey Hussle, R.I.P., Blue Laces 2, off his album, Victory Lap. Peace, y'all.
Mogul and they know that. Logo on my flow mat. Courtside Chamberlain throwback match my Rolex. Everywhere I go flex. Valet park on some low shit. Whole lot of smoke in that Rory, that thing potent. Burning rubber. Wearing cameras, they was undercovers. Under pressure, made statements turned on their brothers. Never judge you, but the streets will never love you. I wonder what it come to in your brain for you to run to. One's the haters, handcuff us and maces. Call us dumb niggas cause our culture is contagious. Third generation South Central gangbangers that live long enough to see it change. Think it's time we make arrangements. Finally wiggle out that maze. Find me out in different places. And the spoke by the door, this the infiltration. Double back dressed in blue laces. He was teaching health. I fuck with Rick Ross cause he teaching wealth. Dropped out of school, I'ma teach myself. Made my first meal on my own, I don't need your help. All black, Tom Ford, it's a special evening. City council meeting, they got hustle speaking. $1 billion project about to crack the cement. So one of our investments has become strategic. Summer 18, man, such a season. About to make my partners look like fucking genius. We was in the Regal, it was me and Steven. We done took a dream and turned it to a zenith. Anything I wanted, everything I needed. Gotta pace yourself, it's all about your baby. You can have it all, it's all about your race. I done took my name and carved it in the cement. Shootout at the beach, 20 deep. You tried to squeeze, your gun jammed, then they released. Blood on your teeth. How many stains? I see 3. The bitch started to panic, so I made her switch seats. Driving there, police chopper here flying there. Really not too spooked, calmly ask me, am I dying now? All I know is keep you calm and collected. Cracking jokes like, nigga, now you gon' be finally respected. See your blood leaking, got my foot on this gas. Toss the 40, we pull up to Daniel Free and see crash. You know the alibi. They started shooting, we was standing by. Ain't see nothing but the flare from the Talus fly. I wasn't there, I was passing by. Matter of fact, don't say shit, I'm just gonna drop you in the back and slide. That's your weed, all the cash is mine. I take them both to the spot, plus your phone till you back online.